Hey y'all, it's your girl. I know it's been a while, but let's just jump in. So I'm going to start with the yellow from the Zulu by Juvia's Place and my Morphe M506 brush. And I'm patting the brush into the yellow, and then I'm just kind of going back and forth, not wiping, but just pushing the pigment into my eye. I did prime it using a concealer when I did my eyebrows, and I'm just patting it on there from directly into my crease to the tape, and then I'm going to go in and blend it using the circular motions, and I guess not swiping but back and forth blending in like an oblong shape. And I'm blending upwards. I know I've probably said this before, but I really like the blend when you blend upwards instead of down or just in place, because when you put the next color, when you put it on top, it will, I guess, blend better because it will be actually mixing on top of the color instead of trying to bring the next color up. I'm just kind of moving that back and forth, getting it to how high I want. And I know my brows are a little bit janky, but I had somewhere to be, so I thought I would rather take more time doing my shadow than my brows. Oh, and this tutorial is going to be in real time, so I'm only going to do one eye on camera, and then all the other stuff I do is going to be, I guess, the same amount of time it takes me to do in real life, so no fast forwarding. Oh, the color on the left, it's the same thing, but I guess it kind of just had some leftover color from the brush that I didn't know was there. So I am going to be fixing that later. So they will end up looking the same. Now I'm going to go in with that orange from the same palette, and I'm just going to lightly tap it. I did not push hard on the brush into the pan. I just lightly tapped it so I could blend that yellow out to get the color that I had on the other eye. Which I guess this is kind of how I'm going to color correct it. And now I'm just blending those colors together. I did tap my brush with a good amount of force onto my palette so I can get the yellow out. And I'm just trying to blend that so it looks like the other eye, because I don't have time to erase it and go back. I ended up putting some orange on the other eye just to kind of make that color known. So y'all, right now I'm on winter break and it just started. So I'm doing a lot of cleaning in my room because I'm getting a new bed frame for Christmas. So I'm doing that right now, and I'm doing all the laundry I haven't been able to do because of finals. And yeah, so I think I'm just going to take some time to film and upload more. But yeah, I guess I'm just going to try and get a schedule better, and then just, I guess, build up some videos so then when I don't have time to film, I can upload those. So I'm really trying to get some stuff out there to help teach, you know, those people that don't know how to put makeup on their face yet but think it looks okay. Y'all, I think because I can never get an idea unless I'm wearing an outfit, that I'm just gonna find a makeup look and try and recreate it and then just kind of see how that turns out. So yeah, I guess that'll just be the content I'm gonna try and do. So let's see how that goes. Ugh, finally, next step. So now I'm wiping off my brush on a tissue. I'm not using a new one, so the same Morphe M506 brush. I wipe it off and then I rub it on my skin so it kind of gets the fluff back. And I blend the crease. So not downwards, but just into the crease. Then I'm going to go with my Morphe 35M palette and I guess flat fluffy brush, and I'm going to go in with the color FOTD, and I'm going to pack that into my crease again, and I'm just lightly blending it each time I pack it and then bringing it down so that it does get the blending. And then once I do the first pack, I'm just getting the color and making a line. My eye itches. I do that in class, y'all. I look so dumb. Now I'm just kind of making a line. And I think this is because I don't want to cut my crease, so I'm just going to use shadow to outline it. So I'm packing the pigment from the palette into the brush, and then I'm just swiping it back and forth so I'm getting it right on there. What I like to do is when I want to get pigment, I dab it into the palette and then I dab it on my eye and then I immediately blend it out. I don't know, it's just a force of habit when I do my makeup. So dabbing it and then I'm pulling it. And I just put the pigment anywhere I would have put concealer. So I'm going in with the 35M palette in the shade Fired Up and with my Morphe M506 brush from earlier, and I'm just lightly brushing back and forth and blending the red and the orange and yellow from earlier, only from the end of my eye to the outer. And then I'm packing more red on. So I did the other eye off camera, and I put a little bit of highlight under my brow. I also ended up putting FOTD under my eye with a tiny brush. And then I'm going with my Holy Grail, Holly Goldhead, and a tiny, real loose blending brush. And I'm putting that on my Cupid, my inner corner, and on my cheekbones, just to get some highlight. So I'm going in with the Benefit Roller Lash and the Maybelline Lash Sensation. Okay, so how I do my lashes, because I don't wear falsies and I don't curl them. It doesn't matter which kind you use, but I go in with mascara and I slowly just spread my lashes so that they all get an even coat of mascara. So I just slowly pull from the end and up. And then for the second step, I wait a second for that to dry, so maybe about 30 seconds. And I go back and forth, but I'm in one place. And I push the mascara into my, I guess the base of my lashes, so that it gets the volume. So like you can see that the bottom looks like there's more hair than the top does. So I push it onto my base, I shake my hand left and right, and then I pull off. And that just gets the thicker look. So it's a lot of just pushing and I guess kind of pulling off. I like to dry that one not as long, but just real quick. And then I get the next mascara, or you could honestly just use the same one, but I just change it because they say different ways of what they're going to do. So then I'm going in and I'm just pushing onto all of my lash from base to tip in different areas so that the mascara gets put on my lash instead of when you would pull through like the first time and it removes the volume from the mascara. So now I'm just very lightly pushing and taking off. So it looks like I'm pulling through, but really I'm just pushing it off. And that's just to get more mascara everywhere, because once again, I don't like to wear falsies very much because it's just too much time because I don't do it. And I also don't curl my lashes or do anything else. So I feel like that just gives it a thicker look without having the dramatic lash. I did buy some lashes, so I am going to try and like do that. So probably in the next video there will be some lash application. But for the most part, I normally do this 3-step or more. If I need, I just go in and fix if there's a clump that I don't like, or if I feel like one of them looks thicker, or if the base doesn't look thick enough. This is just to get that full look. Oh, yeah, my dad's in the background. I don't know why my door's open, but I think I went to check on him. He had just had surgery, so he was changing one of his bandage for his nose. Yeah, it's okay. It'll go away. Calm down, everyone. So, I think I just got a makeup wipe, and I use my nail to just wipe it off. This, you guys, is why I do not put on foundation before my eyeshadow. Also, I don't think I was ever going to put on foundation for that. But, you know, when you don't put on foundation, you don't have that problem. Period. So now I'm just kind of going through and spreading my lashes. Oh, that's another thing I like to do. I like to just go back and forth and lift the brush through my lashes so it doesn't just pull it off, but it does kind of disperse the mascara around. It's 12 a.m. right now, guys. Montage! Hey y'all, I'll put up more videos soon. I hope y'all really did like that, and subscribe!